Oh, woke up, got out of bed, dragged a comb across my head. Yeah, just woke up. I just thought I'd better make a video. I don't know, just feel like it. Just was thinking a lot of people collected. I was never a huge gig goer, and but there was one person who I was a huge fan of, and that it was John Cooper Clarke. Um, this is I bought this at the time. Always kept this, and it's on. It's one of these horrible. You know, it's the real deal because it's on that horrible press where they on Rabid Records. It's where they got rid of the paper. Um, but this one doesn't look too bad. It's yeah. This is a wonderful. Um, it's not. I don't know if it's his first single or EP, I should say, maybe what, but made in the UK, 1977. Side one, stereo, play loud, suspended sentence, and innocence. Not innocence, but innocence. Oh, fuck that. I can't say yes because I've only got one front tooth. Um, and the side I got it for, what he was famous for at the time, was Cycle Sluts, parts one and two. What a track. Um, yeah, I had a couple more of his singles. They disappeared. One was one of those, it was a coloured vinyl and it was in the shape of a triangle. Um, a bit like, can you see that down there next to Brahms? Get off that, you dirty little cunt! See down there, it's got a triangle. And it was like that, but it was orange triangle, and fucking bastard. Yeah, but it wasn't a very good song. Um, I had Snap, Crackle and Bop, that first album he made, and it's absolute genius, top to bottom, the whole album. I love everything about it. But he and the producer, I can't quite think of his name at the moment. It might have been Martin Hamnet. It might have been. Um, they were both junkies, and you can just hear you can hear and smell it. And great album. But I've only got that on CD now, so I don't even know why I pulled this out. That's why, because I never kept anything, but I always kept this one. Now, that was 1977, and this is 1982. So I failed maths one year in high school, and I was in the bottom maths class, what Americans call math, but what the Poms and their simpering colonial, things like me, an Australian and that, we call it maths. I don't know why. Why is that? Why is it so? Um, you know, um, I reckon if you haven't had enough sleep and you feel a bit tired, it sort of must feel a bit like what it's like to be a junkie or something. Wednesday, the 1st of December, 1982. Yeah, what? Oh, man. The good old Sydney Trade Union Club. Yeah, truly, that joint rocked. By golly, that rocked, that place. Yeah, that was excellent. I saw him then. I think I saw him. Yeah, I did. Went back. It was so good. I took one of my workmates along, and we went to one the next day or something. Ticket number 009. Tickets $6, so it cost $6. That was great, absolutely fantastic. He had the audience in the palm of his hand. People who didn't even know who he was were spellbound. I mean, he just had such a great act, and I did see him again. Now, 1982, so that was just before. Well, actually, little was I to know. That's the 1st of December, 1982. Everything was going great. I had a block of land up at Blackheath in the Blue Mountains. The land alone would be worth $1 million today. Little was I to know that I was working for Kerry Packer for the second time at that time, and he was the richest man in Australia. And he just happened to go over to Mexico and lose a shitload of money on the racetracks. Now, he usually won. So, consequently, me and about 40 other people in the art department were called up on Christmas Eve that year, 1982. We thought, oh, great, the Christmas party's on downstairs, and we're going up to the accounts department to get a bonus. When we got up there, the door was locked, and they were just shoving envelopes under the door with our names written on them, and it just said, you're retrenched. All of us got retrenched. We got no bonus. We got no warning. That filthy piece of shit, Kerry Packer. What a cunt. What a piece of fucking shit. His old man was a cunt. You know, he was a cunt, and his fucking brats, at least his brat's not quite as bad. So little did I know that while I was having the time of my life in early December, and then took along my friend who was the chief photographer there, Peter Bateman, and his wife, and they loved it too. And so little was I to know that 3 weeks later I'll be out of work and paying my rent in Darlinghurst, Sydney, which was like, junkie heaven place, junk. The view from my little apartment, 1930s Art Deco apartment, was iron bars, and if you look down, it was just broken bricks and bottles with syringes and used condoms. That was my view. And I used to play the Ramones and the Saints full blast, and there was a guy up on the top floor. He used to yell down in there, "Shut up!" And I'd go, "Fuck off!" And it would just echo. Happy memories. God damn it. I was so hard up that I was paying the rent with my credit card. And then I couldn't afford any furniture, so I took the back seat of my HT Holden out and put it in the flat. That was my lounge. Yeah. So I ended up down in Canberra early in '83, I guess. Yeah, I did. I was lucky. My dad had connections because he worked for the government, and so I always got the job anyway. I was a photographic printer. I was very good at it. Got the job and spent 4 years down there. It was okay. I didn't like it at first, but you get to like it after a while. What I was trying to get to also is that I saw John Cooper Clarke again down there in Canberra, and it would have been probably 84, 85, maybe even 86, and he was really out of it this time because even though Canberra was the capital of Australia, it was also the heroin capital of Australia. So he was off his tits, but he was still brilliant. But you could see it. He's a tough little bugger, this guy. He's still alive. He's in his 80s. He's about 10 years older than me. I'm 73, so I reckon he'd be about 83 now. Hooroo.